Good morning, everyone. We are out here for another hunt morning, and I found my first object. I think it's might be the first for me. Let's take a look and see what we got. It is part of a spoon or fork. The handle. I haven't looked at it real close. Looks like it's got some age to it. I'm going to get it home and clean it up and find out a little bit more about it, but that's a good start to the day. I've only been here 10 minutes, so that's promising. Just a few feet away from the other hole, actually, two, and I got myself a button. It's not Civil War era button or anything like that. It's a metal button, but it's a few years old. It's a cool find. Still means the area is fairly promising. That means that we're back in the era where there were silver coins. So there's a possibility if I keep at it, I might find my first silver coin today. I don't want to jinx myself, but man, that is a silver coin of any kind is my white whale. Let's keep digging. Good morning so far. Alright, I just got something kind of cool. I have no idea what it is. It was only a couple inches down. Of course, the ground here is pretty rocky, so that would make sense. It looks like part of a mechanism of some sort, but I have no idea. If anybody has any ideas, post them in the comments down below, because I'd kind of like to know what that is. It's just cool looking. Guys, I'm a little bit excited. It's not silver, but I have what looks to be something very special. Let's take a look. It's let me show you the back. It looks like the part of a two-piece, but it is a really cool button. I'm gonna have to look excuse me, I'm gonna have to look this up and see if I can identify it for sure. But there is every possibility that this is lost forever. Nope, there it is. There is every possibility that this could be Civil War era. I think I just got it upside down, didn't I? Nope, I had it right. Wow. If you know for certain exactly what that is, let me know. I'm going to have a fun time looking that one up, though. That is fantastic. I like that no matter how old it is, but I believe that's got some age to it. Really good spot I picked here. I'm in the middle of some trees like this. They got roots all over the place, and I think people just have avoided this area because they don't want to dig in all these roots. But I'm finding some good stuff today, so let's keep going. Holy crap, you're not going to believe this. Not probably 10 or 12 feet from where I got the other button. Check this out. Ah, another one. And this one's got some gilt left on it. Look at that. Oh my God. And it's got, whoops. This one, I want to drop these things, I tell you. And it was a little further down there. This was about 6 inches or so. Oh, and this one's still got part of the back. Look at that. Holy cow. This is indeed turning out to be a great day. Let's keep going, see what else we can find. I can't wait. I don't know what to say, guys. Here we go again. And this one's still even got part of the shank on it. Check that out. Wow. That is awesome. These are all right in the same area. See, this was down in the hole under some roots there. Oh, amazing day. And I've only been out probably half an hour. Let's keep going. And here we have number 4. Wow. Looks like there's a little bit of gilt left on that one too. I'm gonna have to clean it up a little bit more, but I can't believe this. This is number 4. I was happy with number 1. I think the back is off on this one. Yep. There's no back there. But, good grief. I think I hit the button factory. This is, I just hope these aren't like, 1960 or something. I want something more like 1860. I can't wait to research these. This is just blowing my mind. I just don't know what to say anymore. Let's just take a look. Another one. And it was down underneath that root there. I had to stick my fingers through underneath it and pop it out. Look at that. I don't know what to say anymore. This is amazing. Good God, if I could find some silver to go with this today, this would be one of the best days of my life. This is fantastic. Okay, I found myself a nickel. There's the edge. I have not picked it up to see what it is, whether it's modern, whether it's a buffalo, whether it's a V nickel. Any bets? Do we want to take bets? It's only a couple of inches deep, so I think it's just a modern nickel. Let's find out. Yeah. Yep, that's Monticello. Just a regular old modern nickel. That's okay. I found a couple of dimes earlier. I didn't get those on tape. Or on video. Whatever. Let's keep digging. Hey, I think I got myself another nickel. I'm going to pick it up. And there we go. Yes, it's another nickel. I get a lot of nickels. Like I said in my last video that I did just yesterday to me. I don't know when it's going to be for you. I get a lot of nickels because I think a lot of people ignore these mid-tones and just go for the high tones, the silvers and stuff. And I don't. I go for the low tones. I try to dig everything I can. So let's keep going. Here we go. Found some part of a harmonica, the harmonica reed here. It's not in the greatest of shape. It was all folded up and crumpled. It was under some roots about 7 inches down or so. It's got some age to it. That's a nice little find. That is my second one of those I've ever found. Oh, here's one I didn't expect to find 150 yards from a school. Nice little head stamp though. Looks to be a paper cartridge. I think this is older. Maybe back from before the school was even here. I don't know how long the school's been here. Interesting find though. Nitro Club. I'll have to look that up and see how old that is. I think that's back in the 50s though. I like when I haven't even got my shovel out of the ground and I can see the target. This sucker was ringing up high too, like a 92. Let's make sure this isn't. I can't tell. Hang on, let me get my glasses on. Yeah, it's just a 1980. I wonder why it was ringing up so high. That's wild. I'll take it though. It's a quarter. Quarter had some friends. I like friends. It's just a nickel, but one more nickel. I'll take it. And I got a signal. Let me put this in my pouch. Right there too. I think it's on the surface. Right in here. Yep, I can see it. A penny. Huh. So this little wash down this hill might have some stuff in it. Let me keep digging here. I'm hitting the dimes now. They're not silver, but this is like the third one I've seen in a row. So I'm still on a downhill section. I think when it rains, it just washes stuff down here. So good little area to be. So I'm just gonna keep trying. I don't have but maybe half an hour, and I gotta head home. I got a party to go to tonight or this afternoon. So let's dig while we can. We're back from our hunt. This is the garbage that we got. I wanted to show you some of the stuff that I got. We were near a school. It wouldn't be a school if we didn't dig a bunch of pencils and pencil tops. I did save a couple of things. I set them off to the side. I'm not sure what this is. It's a rather interesting look. I'm going to have to research it and see if it's anything important. I don't think so. I think this is a axle cover, like the cover over where your bearings go. It's heavy. I don't think it's particular old. Probably like an old, Chevy or Ford or something like that. It's probably like the old Ford LTD my dad used to own, something like that. Nothing special. Interesting finding it in a school, an old school area though. You never know what you're going to find or where you're going to find it. Now, let's go show you the good stuff. Hey folks, I might still get a chance to go out a little bit more this afternoon. I had to leave the area that I was digging, go to a little gathering with some friends. We had a little couple of hours, so we all decided to get together and have a little afternoon party. Have some good food and good friendship. But on to the findings. I had some really interesting stuff that I found today. I was only out in 2.5 hours, 2 hours, 45 minutes, something like that. But got some really incredible stuff. Let me give you a shot of what I got here. Okay guys, so this is it. This is what we got. We got 3 old crusty zinc pennies that I don't care about. We got some clad. None of this is anything special. I haven't actually looked up any dates on it, but I was looking as I was cleaning them off to see. I didn't even get a wheat penny, so nothing spectacular. I still don't know what this is. It's really cool looking though. I just kind of like it. I just wish I knew more about what it was. Handle to a fork or spoon. I don't think this is particularly super old. I mean, you can see some wear on it. This could potentially be some silver plating. Not 100% certain on that either. It's got that look like it probably might be. So I think that's got a little bit of age to it, nothing super old. I didn't bother to look this shotgun shell up. Maybe I will a little bit old later. It was the Remington UMC Metro or Nitro Club number 12. And I think they were still using Remington UMC back in the 40s and 50s, potentially. So it's got some age to it. Harmonica reed. You can see where it broke off right at that reed right there. I'm not going to try to straighten it out. It's really brittle. I'm just going to let it be the way it is. But that's cool. That's my second one I've ever found. I don't remember if the other one was complete or not. I found this cool little copper 4-hole button. Again, I don't think it's super old, but really cool. I mean, that's probably 50, 60, 70, maybe 80 years old by now. So I think that's cool. But the finds of the day, right there. Check those puppies out. When I found one of those, I was like, you've got to be kidding me. And it was one of these two here that I found first, because they have no backs. The 2-piece back, the second piece is gone. Straighten that back up. You don't want to see the back of my hand. But 5 of these, holy cow. So you got a little bit of the shank left on that one, not much. Hardly anything of that one. Really no shank at all in that. But you know, the thing that is most interesting to me is what this is this is a U.S. Army General Service coat button. These are the Great Seal variety that I believe it in 1902, maybe it was 1904. I want to say 1902 though. They stopped using a button for everybody. They had a button for artillery. They had a button for infantry. They had a button for this. They had a button for that. And they made just one button for the ranks. It was a lot easier for the manufacturers, the coats and things like that. Easier to keep track of. The thing that's got me interested in this is I'll try to post a picture. Whoops, sorry about that. Of this section right here. Let me see if I can get zoomed in a little bit. Look right above. There's a good one. There's an even better one. Look right above the eagle. Seeing that little rosette, that circle there? That looks like a sunburst pattern. And all of these have that. Now I'll post a picture on the inset here. Say I'll put this over here. And as I'm editing, I'll try to remember to post a picture on the inset here of what the Great Seal buttons I've been able to find look like. And you see that difference there? The ones that I've been able to find looks like they have stars, possibly, on the inside of that. I haven't found one that has that. So, you know, and I think right there on the ribbon is where you're supposed to have your E pluribus unum. That does look like gold gilt. I don't think this is a reproduction button for like your reenactments and things, as I don't think those use gilt. I think those are just painted in most of the cases. I'm not 100% certain, but I'm just wondering if there were different variants of those buttons out there, and I just got one I haven't seen a picture of so far. If there are any experts out there that know, please let me know. And I'll add an addendum here. I'm going to post these out on a couple of places online, and if I found out before I get my video edited, I'll post a correction as well. So, hey guys, I'm going to pop in here real quick with what I think these buttons really are. It's obvious from the wear. You've got the back of it that is rusted out. You've got the front of it that has, you know, obvious age and patina to it. So it is old. It's got some age to it. But I don't think these things were, you know, 1902 to whatever, you know, 30s or whatever. I think these are actually from World War II. And the reason I think that is because of that circle above, and because just some of the detail is not there as finely as what I've seen in some of the pictures. During World War II, I think they may have had a need to make a lot more of these to provide for the soldiers that were going overseas. And I think that might be what this is just a contracted version of this button, perhaps, that is designed to meet mass needs. At least that's my theory. And that would fit why it's not quite as perfect as some of the examples that you've seen. And I think, when did I find 5? I think I just found a spot where there were people gathering at the school or something like that. Maybe as they came home on leave or whatever, after boot camp, before they got deployed, something of that nature, and hung it in a tree there, because those are old, mature trees. and forgot his jacket. So I need to go back there. There may be a couple of buttons I missed. So I'm going to search around a little bit harder and see if there's any cuff buttons or anything like that. That's my theory, though. You know, that's what I love about metal detecting, though, is some of it is you're like a forensics detective trying to figure out what this stuff is. And at least right now, that's the theory I'm going to go with. So there you have it. We'll return you to your regularly scheduled program. Anyway, that's it. I'm back. I'm going to have glasses to see what I'm doing, so these are just cheap grocery store glasses. But it was a great day out there, and there's still some light left outside. I think I'm going to get out and try to mow the yard real quick, and if I got time, I'm going to go back out. So I'll see you guys out there. Let's go digging.